recording, we are sharing, we are good to go. Goodness knows what I've done with my glasses, but that's fine. We can work without the glasses. Are they on my head? Okay, welcome everyone. So nice to be with you as always this evening. So just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Wonderful, that's what I like to see. Lovely to see you all. We've got Andrea, Evelyn, Judith, Emily, and hopefully some people probably just watching on Facebook as well. How has your week been? Has it been all right? Ups and downs? Well, at least the rain stopped. That's always a bonus. Kind of stopped. So as always on a Sunday, it's really about resetting whatever's been happening through the week, whatever your energy has been like for you, and whatever feelings are coming up or have come up, it is a reset for your mind, body and soul. And so tonight, as always, we are going to end with a wonderful, beautiful meditation. We are also going to begin with setting our intention for the week ahead and letting go of Sunday, letting go of the week, starting afresh. The more times that we can do that, the more we get into the habit of letting go in things and just going, right, okay, let's just draw a line under the sand. We're also going to do a little bit of yin again. So I've got one posture tonight to hold for a few minutes, a really, really relaxing one. So if you've not got your pillows, if you've not done this session with me before on a Sunday, we do use lots of pillows in a couple of yin postures, especially the last one at the end, which we all just love. And what I'm going to do tonight to get us into that kind of mindset and relaxation is I'm going to do a slow sun salutation tonight. So I know mostly we do our sessions on the floor on a Sunday night. We're going to come up and we're going to just, salute to the sun and say, yeah, it's time now. It's time. So let's take full credit if the sun comes out for us tomorrow. So we're going to do that. So let's first just close your eyes with me. Just relax your body. You can sit against a chair. You can sit with your legs out. Sunday night sessions are always just chill. And it's kind of a moving meditation, moving through stagnant energy, a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of conscious choosing. And it leads us beautifully into our Monday morning motivation as well. So we're scanning through last Monday, through the week, just kind of reminding ourselves those ups and downs. You're doing that kind of really healthy way of reflecting instead of regretting, and kind of using that as a driver into your next week and saying, okay, yeah, maybe I needed to do less of that and more of the other. Noting where you dealt with things really well, being proud of yourself for those things. Being really grateful for things as well, as we start to shift our mindset into this present moment. Let's think of one thing that we're really grateful for today. And I'm sure for some of you, there'll be many, many things as well. And just keep that in your mind as we go through this session. With a Sunday night, we are bringing our intention in for our tomorrow. But also our sleep tonight, the rest of the evening, a wonderful deep sleep, waking up refreshed and going, this is how I want my week to be. This is how I want to present myself. The energy I want to carry with me could be peace. It could be just getting through the week. It could be energized, and we're all different, and every Sunday is different. So let me just give you a minute of silence here while we practice some deep breaths, while you allow that to come into the forefront of your mind. You can just do the yogic breath where the belly expands on the inhale and then deflates on the exhale. As you're bringing your intention into your mind, you're just allowing that to come through. The belly's expanding and deflating. With every inhale, you're also reminding yourself that I can receive. Every out breath, you're saying it's okay to let go. Breathing in relaxation, releasing of tension. Inhaling pure intention for your week ahead, simplicity. Letting go of overcomplicating things, overthinking. Breathing in a willingness to be willing. And letting go of any expectation or pressure on yourself in any way, shape, or form. Let tonight be about you, connecting back to you. Good. So we're going to open our session with 3 Oms before we open our eyes. And if you're not comfortable to close your eyes, you can just have your gaze down. I'm going to have my thumb and forefinger together, sitting nice and tall to let the Ida and Pingala, the masculine and feminine energies, go around the spine and up through the main energy line, the Sushumna, that goes through all of the chakras. Remembering when we chant Om to focus on the root with O, then to focus on the heart with U, and then the third eye with M, the 3 main locks, and we're releasing those locks and blocks tonight. So together we'll take an inhale and exhale, and then after that we'll do 3 Oms together. Inhaling and exhaling. Fully exhale, this time inhaling. Just breathing naturally, pausing for a moment in this energy, keeping that breath deep into the belly. You can blow away the breath, you can take a beautiful sigh, or you can just breathe out through the nose, just following what the body wants to do. Some of you may have another Ujjayi breath, where you gently block the back of the throat. Sounds like this. Also warms the Agni fire. It's really good for digestion. And then bringing the palms together into our Namaste pose. We're going to just gently blink those eyes open, taking a deep breath, releasing that breath. And Namaste, welcome everyone. So we're going to do a little bit of shoulders just for a moment or two, and also a bit of side movement with the neck. For now, just inhaling, take those shoulders up I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders. That's why I always focus and start with the shoulders. Inhaling up, back, and down. But I also do it every time for the first move in every of my class, because you associate that then with being present, with being here, with being here for you. It's almost like a ritual. Sometimes you can place your hands on your shoulders, bring the elbows in, taking them to the back, shoulder blades come together. Practice the pausing of the breath. So we inhale up, we hold, and then we release on the down. There's also a pause of the breath before we inhale. Just let it all go. I'm even going to open my arms now. This is my favorite part. I feel like it's opening my wings, like I'm here. My heart is open. There's nothing blocking that heart right now. So, of course, through our life, the heart gets blocked, closed, opened, closed and opened again. And it's very natural, it's very normal. And sometimes it can stay closed for a long time. So when we do movements like this, sometimes they can bring up emotion. So it's also just to say, whatever's coming up for me is okay. And gently beginning to trust and open up my heart again. Let's do one more. Whenever we make that sound, whenever we sing, whenever we do mantra, we're also toning that vagus nerve, the connection between the gut and the brain. So we're going to drop. I'm going to go with my right ear down to my right shoulder. Body is nice and straight. We're not bending. We're not leaning. So we're just using the weight of the head to stretch through. I'm going with my left side of the neck here, stretching through. Soften the face, sitting tall. Have both fingertips out, walking away. If you're going with the same side as me, then I'm also going to take my right hand up on the inhale. And on the exhale, just placing the hand on the ear. So I'm not pulling down the head. Again, it's just an extra weight. I'm breathing nice and deeply into that belly. Face is soft, shoulders rolled back, and the fingertips are crawling out once again. I always feel like I can breathe more deeply when I'm doing this posture because of that tension that I hold in the neck. So sometimes it gets trapped. And this is definitely all linked around the heart. It's linked around the throat chakra. So the more work we do with speaking up, with knowing our truth, our heart, speaking our truth, honoring our truth, the more that this will release. Inhale up and exhale, floating down. In fact, just pause for a breath. Let's remind ourselves we don't need to just go from one thing to another. Transition in everything. Enjoy the transition. Deep breaths, relaxing the face, connecting to your body. On your next exhale, just drop the left ear down to the left shoulder, stretching through that side neck again, walking both the fingertips out, making an effort to sit up tall, shoulder blades are down and back. Deep breathing. We tend to hold our breath when we're concentrating. So if we can get into the habit of remembering to do that in our class, then that will also be reinforced out there. Inhale, bring the left hand up. Exhale onto the ear, sitting tall, shoulder back, face relaxed, fingertips walking out. Deep belly breath. It's okay if we need reminding. With habits of changing anything over a period of time, reinforcement, reinforcement, reinforcement. Finally, cemented. Inhale up and float down again. So in a moment, we're going to take our legs out. You can choose how you do this, whether you have a bend in the knee or you have your straight leg, that's up to you. We're going to do one of my favorite postures. I kind of think of it as a witchy brew. Okay, so if you just imagine that you've got a big pot in here and you've put all the things that you want this week to be without overwhelming ourselves, sometimes too many ingredients spoil the cooking. So we're just going to add in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Maybe you're consciously knowing what those things are, or maybe you're just saying, I trust my subconscious to know what is right for me next week. And then we're going to imagine that we have a ladle and we're mixing that all up really good. So you're feeling that nice stretch down the inner thighs, the lower back, the side body. It's nice if you've got nothing behind you, because then you can really kind of go back as well. So nice and slow, inhaling as the heart is open, exhaling to release down to the earth, anything that we don't want, anything that's not serving us in a positive way anymore. Let's release that to Mother Earth as we come down. And as we come up, we're inhaling to receive, open heart, releasing. Find your kind of rhythm here. Find your flow, like a meditative rhythm. Keep going round. Exhaling and really just feeling into the body. All those muscles that we use, stretching through. You can even change the hand posture if you like. You can give it away. You can bring it in. Just kind of flow. Opposite direction. I just feel like I want to move my hands in a kind of fluid movement, and affirmations is so powerful. Opening up, I am and I'm willing to receive, and I let go of that which is not serving me in a positive way anymore. Inhaling deep, exhaling fully. You can even change the speed up now if your body feels comfortable with that. Almost like tribal in that meditative trance. Slowly just lifting up. Now, before we come into a bit of a yin posture here, I'm just going to ask you to rotate your ankles a couple of times. We're going to do a bit of yin, and then we're going to move up and into our one slow sun salutation and back down. So what we're going to do is gather some pillows, taking it over my right leg. I'm not sure yet how many I will need, because this is not particularly about stretching and lengthening. This is about releasing and letting go. What we'll end up doing is we'll twist the body, the hips, the waist over that right leg, and then we will start to come down. So you might start with a few, and then maybe you'll throw one away. With nice deep breaths, comforting movement, start to bring your head down. Make sure that the head is fully supported, whether that's by your hands or a pillow. And you might find that actually I want to take pillows away. I want to have the stretch, but feel fully supported. In which case, just relax here. I want you to take nice deep breaths. And remind yourself that we're going to be breathing here for a little while. So there's no rush to sink into this posture. You might notice that you need to adjust yourself a little bit like we did in the pigeon. As each moment that passes, the body starts to feel more and more relaxed, without rushing, without pressure. Starts to trust you, starts to think, I can let go of that fight and flight. I can surrender into this posture. And I'm going to leave a little bit of silence here. Whatever comes up for you, thoughts, anger, frustration, whatever that is, just breathe through it and say, it's okay, I'm here. I'm here. Feel free to mix up the posture if you need to add or remove pillows. Remember, you can also practice your pranayama in these particular postures. Okay, slowly begin to lift your head up here. Just knowing that we're coming into a deep relaxation shortly, so that's something lovely to look forward to. You're giving your mind a little teaser of what's about to occur. Take those away, and just for a moment, take your hands up as you lift up on the inhale. Body's nice and tall and straight, and just leaning forward and having a bit of a stretch here. You can hold on to the material of your trousers if you can't reach your feet, that's absolutely fine. And then inhale to hinge back up and to center. And then just bring those arms down. So taking those pillows over to the other side. Get nice and comfy. We know what's coming now. Might be different on this side, remember. Respect each leg, each side of the body as its own unique self. We're going to twist first, so the body's kind of facing the foot. And then we're just going to start to crawl ourselves down. Find your position. It might be that it's too relaxing for you, that you want a little bit of a challenge. Then allow yourself, take a pillow away, stretch into it. Find the right balance. That's what it's all about. It's finding the posture that works for you. It's the desired effect. Deep breath through it. A real deep sense of comfort, familiarity, of coming home in these postures, really supporting. Good. Very slowly, lifting up that head, maybe feeling quite relaxed and sleepy, and that's okay. There's nothing major that we're going to be doing. We're just going to release some of stagnant energy in a moment. But first, keeping that body twisted over that left leg, inhaling up, nice and tall, hinging at the hips to begin with, stretching forward, and then coming down as far as is comfortable, taking a deep breath. Release those muscles on the outhale. And then once again, looking up, hinging as you inhale, back to center, and bring those arms down. A roll of the shoulders. Lovely. A little bit of a wiggle of the legs. Just bringing those legs in a little bit. If you need to help to pull a leg up under the thigh, in the middle, and just wiggle in here. Sometimes I like to just take out my toes to the side and then point them in. Just relaxing onto my arms, taking them out and in. And that just releases any tension that's built right at the top of the thighs and the hips. Relax the shoulders. Okay, so just bring your knees back round, pillows away. From here, we're just going to tuck the toes under, come to sitting on the squat position.
lifting up into a forward bend just for a moment, either with a bend or a straight leg. Let the head hang completely. Let the belly relax. And we're just going to have a slight bend in the knees. We roll ourselves up. Use those thighs, use those glutes.
Lengthening up through the abdomen, the chest, shoulders, back and down. Wonderful. Okay. So just pause here and take a deep breath. Coming to the front of my mat now. So you're just going to do a nice, relaxing, classical sun salutation. So hands are at heart center. We're going to take the arms in the air and a slight back bend, but the back bend is optional. If you do a back bend, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the abdomen, push the hips forward, and then round out. So it's more like you're moving into a banana rather than just kind of hinging at the hips, because that will put too much pressure on your lower back. So that's optional back bend anyway. So inhaling, we're taking the arms up. Then as we exhale, pushing the hips back, flat back, all the way down back into that forward bend where we just were. Let's take this off so you can see me properly. Now we're taking the right foot to the back of the mat and we're dropping the knee, flattening the foot. Hands are coming either side of our foot. So they can either be flat or you can be on your fingertips. We're not collapsing into it. We're looking up nice and tall. Remember, this is a sun salutation. So that's why we're praising a lot in this one. So we're looking up. Now you might find a lot of tension here. If it feels too much and you can't take that back foot all the way back, then you can make it a little bit more box-like. That's okay. And then over time, you can just start to wiggle that knee back. So we're relaxing into it. Ask yourself if you're holding any tension in this hip. Maybe sometimes a little stretch helps. So let's straighten that front leg and just ease into it. Take some nice deep breaths. And then next, inhale, exhale, we'll sink back into the posture and just see if that eases up a little bit. So we're coming into plank from here. You don't have to have your knees off the floor, but if you want to, you can place both hands down, step your foot back, pause, knees down, chest down. So this is called the 8-point pose. It's like 8 parts of the body are on the floor. So what I have here is my knees are on the floor, my toes are on the floor, my hands are on the floor, my chest and my forehead. I also need to lift the bum in the air. So the best way to do this, get into it, is lay yourself flat, and then tuck your toes under, and then hop your knees forward so the bum comes up. It's basically the same as laying down, but you hop your knees forward. It can take a bit of time to get used to that. We're coming up into cobra. So tuck those elbows in so they're not out. Shoulders are away from the ears. And then lifting up into a cobra of your choice. Nice deep breath. And then we're pushing back into down dog. Lift that tailbone up. Push the chest towards the floor. Look between the knees. And then we're stepping that right foot forward, or you can walk it forward in between both hands. Knee comes down again. Hands are by the side of each foot. Take your time to get into your position, looking up, shoulders are down. Deep breaths. Bring your intention into your week here. See how that feels. Stretching that front leg. Deep breaths. Sinking back into it. See if that eases up the thighs a little bit. Remember, it always takes time to get back into things. Remember that transition. But if we rush it, if we do things too fast, then it has the opposite effect because we have injury or we overdo it and we have to start again anyway. So let's just relax into it. There's no competition, there's no force, no remembering what you were like before. This is the here and now. You're here. Praise yourself for being here. Tuck the toe under at the back. We're going to inhale and bring that left foot to the side, meeting the right. Inhale, forward bend. Relax. Deep breaths, bending one knee, bending the other in a nice, slow, rhythmic movement. Keep the head down. Feel the weight of the head lengthening through the spine. And to finish this move, we have a flat back. So sometimes it's easier to put your hands on your shins and push so that you have that flat back. Then with arms out at the side of the head, a bit like a Lego man, we hinge up. Back bend is optional. And then exhaling, hands come down. Pausing here, mountain pose with the hands at the side, gesture to receive, closing your eyes in a small standing meditation here, deep breaths. Feeling the shift in energy as we move the body. Every part of the body is moved in a sun salutation. It's often used as a warm-up in yoga. Finding some clarity in your intention for your week ahead here. Good. Just letting those hands relax. Roll the shoulders again. If anything's built up there in the neck, let's turn the head from side to side. I like to inhale center and exhale across. And I like to flow with that vinyasa movement, inhaling and exhaling. On my next one, I'm going to drop my chin down in a half rotation on the exhale. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up. This time into a full neck rotation, being extra careful, supporting the head. Deep breath, opposite direction in your own time. Go as slow as you like. Don't forget to breathe deep into the belly. Slowly back to center in your own time, lifting up the head. And a wonderful deep breath. Really feel like I want to do some more heart opening here. So I'm just going to say, we're going to take the hands up together in that prayer position, turn the palms out, and then exhaling with strength as though you're pushing through water. Let's do that again. Inhale up, turn the palms, pushing through as you exhale. It feels wonderful. Let's do that again. Inhale up, palms, and release. Nice. Okay, so we're coming down to the floor. So those of you that have not done this relaxation posture, you don't have to stay in this posture for meditation. But what we've been doing, instead of using a bolster, in case you don't have one, but if you have one, this is how I recommend to use it. You can use blocks, books, or even pillows to prop up your bolster, as so. Or if you don't have a bolster, then you're better off putting the pillows against something, but it's not essential. Making a pile, and from there, making a gradual kind of slide like that. That's all you need. So even though it can work better to have a back, pull it away from the other side because your knees are going to be hanging out to the side. So you want some space. Sometimes I even have a pillow under both knees. I mean, I'm pillow crazy, so I've got loads of pillows. That's not a problem. But what you can do instead is you can use books to gain height and then put the pillows on top of those books. So once you've got what you think you need around you, I'm going to check time here as well. Yeah, we're good. We're going to slowly get into position. Hover yourself down. Oh, it's amazing. And then bring your pillows to your knees. The feet are together to begin with, knees are together. And then you're just letting them come out, open like a book. Palms are face up. Some people even prefer to have a little pillow under their palm. Your shoulders are rolled under, much like in Shavasana. Chin is slightly tucked in. Completely supported. It's almost like that feeling, the hydrotherapy feeling, when your whole body is supported. Oh, let's take a deep breath in. And release that breath in your favorite way. And start to soften the face. Just melting the forehead. And relaxing the jaw. Just really noticing that rise and fall of the breath, moving mainly into your belly, finding that kind of natural breath. Softening those shoulders, neck is supported. Eyebrows relaxing. Imagining you've got a smile on your forehead, and that smile just smooths out that forehead and the eyebrows. It's like a facelift. It just lifts your forehead. If you imagine that that forehead is smiling now, it's in a happy space, a happy smile, content. You can even draw a small smile on your lips as well to emphasize that. Smiling just releases any frown. Just a gentle one is all we need. Lifting that face, glowing. Shoulders are already relaxing now. Heart, chest, lungs. Satisfied as the breath moves into the belly. Really enjoying that rise and fall. How it should be as we expand the belly like a balloon. We allow the belly to expand, to take in that beautiful prana, the life force, chi. Deep into the belly to repair our cells, to give them strength. Moving down from that beautiful powerhouse of the solar plexus now and into the sacral and the root chakra. Relaxing, releasing our joys, our going with the flow, our ability to just be. From time to time, you may feel a tingle. You may feel a lightness or even a heaviness. Sometimes complete numbness. As that relaxation moves down the legs now and all around the knees, the calves, the ankles, all the way to the toes, the whole body feeling like it's floating and a wave of relaxation washes over your body, beautifully soothing. total bliss. Even the mind starts to relax. Doesn't matter if it's thinking, planning, doing what the mind does. We're able to step back and observe that from a soul level, from our higher consciousness, without judgment. Without force, and just noticing. Maybe my mind's busier than usual tonight. Maybe it's clearer, and either way is fine. That higher self you coming from a place of love, of unconditional love for you, for yourself. We become the observer. We observe the breath. We begin to enjoy that breath. We even observe our mind. This we that is our true self. Calm, confident, joyous, blissful. We are not our mind. We are not our body. We are not our emotions. We are not our job or what we do or the roles that we play. We are beautiful souls. Absolutely beautiful souls. Gorgeous, sensitive, loving, social souls. Can you feel your soul now connecting with you? Can you feel your soul? It's there and it loves you. You love you. Your soul is love. We are all love. Love in its rawest form, its most innocent form. So in this moment, just take some time to thank yourself for listening to your intuition, for doing something that feels right for you, to connect back to you, to let your next week, your Monday, be a wonderful day, to look forward to Mondays and enjoy embracing life as you bring your intention back into your mind now for your week ahead. breathe that deeply into the belly and blow away what we don't need. You start to think about coming back as I count you from 1 to 3. And if you want to stay here longer, you just ignore me counting you back or turn off your laptop or your phone and just sink into a nice deeper relaxation. Otherwise, with me, you can start to come back with 1, just thinking about that. With 2, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe even stretching the arms, the deep inhale, exhale. Body's already relaxed and ready for a deep sleep. Even if you're not going to bed just yet, the body is primed, the mind is primed. With 3, blinking those eyes open, gently taking the knees and just pushing them back together. That's if you're coming with me to seated, you can stay here longer. I'm going to take the pillows away from my left side, draw the knees down to the side, and start to lay on the side as I push myself up back into a comfortable seated position. And I won't leave you here long. I'll leave you in this energy for those of you that want to continue to relax into the evening. So I'm just going to end here with 3 Oms. You're more than welcome to join in with me. I'm going to go straight into it. Breathing normally. Already I can just feel and hear the difference of my own Oms before and after. Maybe you felt the same. Bringing the hands up into Namaste. Deep breath here as we blink the eyes open back into the here and now. Nice smile on the face. And Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the session. And yeah, I just went a few minutes over, so sorry about that, but lovely to see you. You can't see me on here, can you? Here we go. And have a lovely, lovely week ahead. Had a lovely evening as well. And I will see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.